What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you that were just hanging out and waiting. Welcome to those of you watching the replay, and nice to be back on another live stream. We'll wait, a few more people to jump in before we dive into sin of the day. Very specific topic. We have 4 different fragrance types to build a fragrance wardrobe because you really only need to cover 4 bases, 4 main bases that I consider, anyways, to even consider it a full wardrobe. Yeah, you can get away with just 1 scent for everything. Don't get me wrong. Teach their own, but personally I like something for just about everything. We'll be covering the 4 bases. We'll go over them. I'll have things pinned and everything in just a few minutes. We're just about there already. We got a few people jumping in. What's going on? Dave, Joel, I see you there. Dane, Spencer, Tim, Eric, how's everybody doing? Sam, good to see you. Ethan, well, guess we can go ahead and dive on into it. We're at that point. So Como Lake Noturno, I got this one from Kingdom Fragrance towards the end of last year. This has got a beautiful funky oud spiciness. Little well-rounded sweetness, but not overdone. It's more of a fruitiness than anything. Nice, strong, woody base to this one. Very strong woody presence. Like I said, the oud's a little on the funky side, but still very wearable. Niche, but not too challenging. I wouldn't call it much of a challenging fragrance, but it's definitely very much an enthusiast level fragrance made in Como, Italy. It's called Como Lake is the brand. I have links to not this one, but the other 4 that we're featuring in the video. I mean, I could add a link if you guys are interested. You can get this one from the same link as the other Kingdom Fragrance exclusive that's in this video and save 15% with the code Tltg15. If you're interested, you can get samples and so on. But that is my sin of the day. I don't know how many of you have tried this one. I'm still working on a review for this one. It'll probably be out next week. I've been sporadically working on a review on this one for the last few months, on and off, and I'm pretty much ready to give my thoughts. So today, Como Lake Noturno. Let's see what you guys are wearing. Hanson, how are you? We got Spicebomb Extreme. Excellent choice. Always an excellent choice. You can't go wrong with that. Coach for Men. Arabian, Oud Dewan, and Sin of the Nights, Egypt from 8 and Bob. Prada Luna Rosa Ocean, Versace Perfume. I've never tried that. I actually can't weigh in, Dane. I've never tried that one before. I'm just starting my fragrance collection. Well, it's a good starting point for those that aren't looking to expand too heavily. If you're not looking to have 20, 30, 40 fragrances or something absurd like I have, if you're just looking for a few, maybe you'll find some great options in here. We'll dive into it in just a moment. We get caught up real quick. Darren, what's going on? Great minds think alike. Also wearing that Herba Pura. Instant de Guerlain, Eau de Parfum, Dior Homme Sport, Oscar for Men by Oscar de la Renta. Here we go. What's going on, Joel? You only need 4 bottles of Ralph's Club. There you go. Sin of the day, Club de Nuit Intense Man, the perfume oil. Better than a limited edition parfum, in his opinion. Sin of the day, Office for Men, being at the office today. Chopard, 1000 Miglia. Surprise Blind Buy. I've never tried that one. Uomo Intense from Valentino. That's a good one. That is definitely a good one. Cade Alfarsan. Just got that. It's a beautiful pineapple and wood fragrance for sure. Mont Blanc Eau de Parfum. I'm assuming Legend Eau de Parfum. Baruch. I'm guessing Rouge, because Baruch's a line from Maison Alhambra, so I'm not sure. Silver Lake. Excellent choice. And then Dunhill Icon Elite. So let's go ahead and jump into the first one. Let me get to the banners, and we're going to talk about a great pick for every day / a work fragrance, something you can just go to every day. Let's say you work 5-6 days a week. You're doing, not necessarily mundane work, but you're going to the same place all the time. So you want something that's enjoyable, inoffensive, probably something that'll last through your work day. So this is that Kingdom Fragrance exclusive I was talking about from Aulentissima. Aulentissima is how you say the name of the brand. I don't know if it's going to focus or not for me. Try to get it to. But this is O.H.V Gutt B. So this is a niche fragrance. You can say this is the one I was talking about. You can save 15% in the link below. Just starting to work on a review for this one. This is a gorgeous, juicy lemon grapefruit smell in the top. It is a fougere. The greenery, the herbs, I believe there's a little bit of moss in the dry down. This isn't breaking the mold on the most unique aromatic citrus heavy fougere of all time, But God, it smells so good. It's very citrus heavy, but as it dries, I still smell it floating in the air. Gorgeous stuff. I actually have this one slated in the rotation for tomorrow. It was between these two, but since it's snowing today, I went with the heavier fragrance. Not that this can't cut through the cold, because this one, the little bit of experience I've had with it so far, super, super strong. So fragrances like this, something where you want to stand out a little bit, but you also don't want to go too far off the beaten path with something like this with a little bit of oud and stuff like that for your work fragrance. This is a timeless style, just much more on the mass appealing side while still having top tier quality. Great blend, great balance, high quality oils, and great performance. I mean, what more can you really ask for? It can dress up and can dress down depending on your work situation, but this is one worth sampling. It's still floating in the air. I'm telling you, this stuff is crazy strong. 3 to 4 sprays with all that freshness, all that heavy citrus at the top, bright, mouth-watering type of just delectable citrus that has some fresh greens. Like I said, a little bit of a mossy dry down. There's a light, fresh, spicy, and musky accord as it settles into the early stages of the dry down and citrus starts to fade. This is just absolutely fantastic. I've had it for a little while, and I'm just now getting around to wearing it. Again, that is from Aulentissima. Let's see if I can get it to focus again. Aulentissima, this is O.H.V. Gutt B. This is made exclusively for Steve's website over at Kingdom Fragrance. The box is always right here. I have the box right here. I have to actually charge my phone on top of the box. I've been meaning to start testing this one, and I just recently started doing so. So be on the lookout for a full review, I would say, in the next week or so. I want to give it another wearing or two before I dive into a full review, but so far I'm really digging this one. One that's kind of under the radar that nobody really knows about. So let's see, that was every day. Let's get back to these comments. What would you rate Acqua di Gio Absolute? I would put that in the 8 out of 10 range. Very slept on. I've talked about it many times over the years. One of the more complimented fragrances in my collection. Very powerful as well. Le Male Intense. I'm guessing you mean Le Parfum. Going Sony Wave. Excellent choice. Ice storm here in Michigan, so decided to go with Ferragamo Uomo today. Excellent choice as well. Now you talk about at the end of your live update on your weight loss and muscle building. We'll get into that later. We're talking fragrances right now. So it's been 2 or 3 days since we last discussed it, so nothing's really changed. But I appreciate you asking, Joel. Velvet Oud. Okay. Alhambra Bright Peach. I might get that one sooner than later. Steve's going to be getting some Alhambra and Latafa stuff coming in. We were talking this morning. Black Vanilla. I'm assuming that's Mancera. That's very, very slept on. Alzafaran. I haven't tried that one. Original Mercedes-Benz. Good stuff right there. Highly, highly slept on. Hard to know to put winter or spring fragrances when it snowed again. Yeah, it's like feels like 1 degree outside is what it said when I went to the gym. It started to snow when I was going to the gym. And then currently, let me let it update real quick. 14 feels like 0 and snowing. I can get it to focus. See, feels like right here at the bottom. If it'll stay focused, feels like 0, but snow, and more snow. But it's in the 50s the rest of the week. So strange. It's in the 50s the rest of the week. YSL why? I don't know. I haven't the slightest clue. I'm not privy to that type of information. Coral Fantasy. Yes, Parfum. Apologies. Yeah, okay. That's what I assumed you meant was the Le Male Parfum. Your favorite wanted fragrance? Definitely the most wanted. I do like the most wanted Parfum. I just finished my decant of it, but the most wanted, the black bottle, that's my favorite in the line for sure. Kind of warm today. Great excuse to wear Profundo. Can't go wrong there. Okay, scroll down a little bit more. Just hopped out the gym snowing now. How lovely. Far cry from 68 a week ago. Yeah, 10-4. So, all right, let's go into the next one. So the next one's going to be casual. Who doesn't like a good casual fragrance? And one that can encompass just a day off, just running around, shopping, having lunch, running errands, going to Topgolf. I always like to use that because I love going to Topgolf. Go and have drinks, going to the gym. This is also a great gym fragrance. Fragrances like Versace Man Eau Fraiche, you guys. No stranger to this one. Most of you, I'm sure. This is no stranger to the channel. I'm a big fan of this fragrance, of this scent profile. I have several other fragrances that smell like Man Eau Fraiche. You can't go wrong. This is my main recommendation for younger guys because, again, I restate, you can't go wrong with this one. That carambola note, the star fruit, that sour citrus with the other citruses, clean musky smell. It's very watery, a little fresh, spicy. This is very enjoyable. You know, I know there's people out there that don't like this scent, but they're few and far between. This is so universally liked. Most people, I mean, the majority are going to enjoy this one. Decent performer, not super weak. I'm sure some people get very weak performance out of it, but you can spray this. You can damn near bathe in this one, and you're not going to offend anyone. If anything, it's going to be that much more susceptible to getting a compliment because this is a high compliment factor fragrance. This is really good stuff. One of the most unique bottle designs with the way the spine style is to the bottle. And it's just a fantastic scent profile. This stuff is so, so good. It was an easy choice for the casual category. If you have something along the lines of a Versace Man Eau Fraiche, you're winning when it comes to the casual scent profile category. Back to these comments. Put that to the side. Love Versace Man Eau Fraiche. Yeah, I don't blame you. Getting stronger with you oud tomorrow. I haven't tried. That's the only one I haven't tried. I will get my nose on it at some point. I don't do the body sprays. I do fragrances. So not a body spray guy. I have not. Next on my wanted list, but can't find a tester near me. Yeah, I've never tried that one myself. Perfect casual scent all year round. I mean, that's why it was just the obvious choice for this particular category. It's a can't go wrong scent. You know, even if you want to wear fresh stuff when it's cold outside, I mean, you can't go wrong with it. Stupid super chat not working in. Paid, but no message. Womp womp. Really? Nothing popped up. I don't have a super chat. I hope it didn't rob you, Spencer. I don't have a super chat on YouTube or here on a StreamYard. I don't see anything. Maybe it's delayed. Who knows? But now that I'm looking at it, well, we got more than double viewers to the like ratio. 44 likes, 95 viewers. If you guys don't mind, do me a quick favor. Hit that thumbs up for me if you don't mind. I'll never see that on tongue twister. Armani or a fresh copy out in the wild reviewed some time ago. So when the warmer weather starts to roll around, I'm going to start wearing that more often. This one's kind of elated to the gym more so than the clone because the clone performs better for me. It still smells pretty much the same. I haven't really heard or seen it. I never really searched for it though, but it is nice if you can find it for under $40. I'd actually recommend getting that over Versace Man Eau Fraiche because it performs better. Hugo Reversed. That's a great casual scent as well. Warm casual. Ferragamo Uomo Signature is my cold casual. Some excellent choices. You have great taste, my friend, when it comes to these designers. Pulled out one of your old favorites, Mercedes-Benz Cologne. New box. Need to find a backup. I have a backup. I wear that one strictly in the summertime. It just screams summertime to me. I have a 4 ounce and a 75 ml backup tester with no cap. Chrome Sport, Blue Seduction. Pretty much, yeah. It's like Chrome mixed with Man Eau Fraiche, and then Blue Seduction is basically Man Eau Fraiche as well. Eau Fraiche loved it. Let's see. 212 men, average 5-6 hours range. Nothing crazy. I've heard people complain that, it used to be better. You'll always hear people say that about almost every single fragrance. It used to be better. They reformulated it. Stuff happens over the years, but I still get decent performance out of it. Still has that beautiful, juicy citrus, grassy green smell. It's made it a timeless choice for guys, Good stuff. Let me scroll down a little bit more. No, I still haven't got my nose on that one. I know Joey's a fan of it. I heard him talk about it not that long ago. Shout outs to Joey. Joey Cannoli Raw. I am Joey Cannoli for those of you that don't know who I'm talking about. I know he's a fan of it. I still haven't gotten around to testing it. It's been on my want to try list for a long time now. It came out last year. I keep forgetting about it. Hue Reversed is solid. I do agree. Everything you said it will be one of. It's so good. I have it still sitting on the rotation table. I need to throw it back in the rotation. It's so good. It's so good. It still surprises me. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it actually is. I have not tried that one yet. I would like to get my nose on it, though. The bottle looks really cool. I don't remember the note breakdown. I have seen the note breakdown once. I just don't remember it. but I remember it's like a blue gradients to the bottle, if I remember correctly. Very underwhelmed. Reminds me of Fahrenheit. Really? You get Fahrenheit from that? I'm kind of surprised. Hey, to each their own. Pure white to the gym today. That's one of the few I don't have. Wearing Italian Love to the gym a lot lately. Violet Leaf wakes me up. I will be getting a bottle of Italian Love at some point. I do really like it. I like it more than forever. So we'll see when the time comes. Once we get to warmer weather, I'll be focused more on getting warm weather scents. I need to get the Eau de Parfum as well. That's actually what I've been having my eyes out for, and I stumbled across that and ended up grabbing it. I don't have a lot of Mugler fragrances. I have Mugler cologne, and back when it was Terry Mugler, before they changed it to just Mugler. I have an old bottle of that. I have Amen Pure Coffee, Amen Pure Malt, and that's it. I just have those three. So I don't have this expansive. I've tried a few others, Ultra Zest, Crypto Mint, stuff like that. But Pure Havana, but I don't have a bunch of them. So I don't really have a favorite. Of the three that I have, I would have to say it's probably Pure Malt, which I haven't wore this winter. I strictly wear it in the winter, and I haven't wore it. Let's see. About to board a flight. Going to Hawaii. Cedrat Boise. Really like Jimmy Choo Man Ice. Just Jack Amalfi Coast. All right, 10-4. He gets to train before it's gone. Yeah, it's going to be gone sooner than later. I would say by the time the summer rolls around, he'll be completely out at the current pace. If it was to get a little spike, it'd be out by the spring, in the next month or so. It could be gone within the next month or so. Anywhere between 1 and 3 months. He doesn't have a ton of stock left. Highness Blue. No, I have not. Haven't tried that one. Drowning in Cherry Casino from Dua. All right, 10-4. Haven't tried that one either. 67 likes, 101 viewers. Do me a favor, quick, hit that thumbs up real quick. What's going on, Randy? How are you, big dog? All right, so let's move into category number 3, evenings out. So you can go a lot of ways with this. That I debated on Old Faithful, which for me is La Nuit de l'Homme Le Parfum. That's kind of the go-to for me because myself and my wife really enjoy that one. Strong With You, absolutely. Could have definitely went here. But I felt like since this is the new toy to the collection that I've been enjoying lately, I figured we'd go with Stronger With You Intensely instead of Absolutely. Now, could Absolutely have gone right here? Absolutely. You're good either way. I will be doing a comparison video in the next couple of days between the two, like day after tomorrow, probably. I think I'm going to film it this evening. Just as much similarities as there are differences. I don't really think one's better than the other. I guess I would have to take Absolutely, even though I'm featuring it Intensely, if I had to just pick one. But this has a gorgeous toffee note, roasted chestnut, warm spice, just gorgeous. Everything that's lovable about the original Eau de Toilette just intensified. It's a true intense flanker. It's named correctly. Performance is stellar. I wore this for Valentine's Day recently. Wife is a huge fan of it. My wife has sprayed this on herself. She gave herself 4 sprays and had a gorgeous sillage. And she actually sprayed Absolutely on her arm. So she had 4 sprays of this, 1 spray of Absolutely in a strange layering combo that just smelled magnificent. So you can't go wrong with really anything from this line in evenings. La Nuit de l'Homme flankers, like I said before, work great. Wanted flankers, the most wanted Parfum, Wanted by Night, even the original Wanted. They work well, which is kind of similar to this scent profile, though the Strong With You line is a little bit more complex, deeper, and a bit higher quality smelling versus the Wanted line, in my opinion. But you can't go wrong with any of them. But this seemed like a pretty fair choice, in my opinion, for evenings out because you want something a little bit more cozy, cuddly, and a bit more seductive overall for evenings out, even if you're not necessarily just going to dinner in the evenings, going out to have drinks, going out for maybe a banquet where there's dinner involved after work or something like that, and you're going to be with your lady, and it's just something very enjoyable for your significant other that you can get some joy out of as well. You don't need a lot of sprays with this one. This is a 4 to 5 spray fragrance for me, and it's more than strong enough at that point. Trust me. Some people would say that's even too much, and then some people would call it sissy spraying. Teach their own. Everybody's got a different routine, right? But evenings out, my choice here would be Stronger With You Intensely from Emporio Armani. That one to the side, and back to the comments we go. Let's see. All right. Mont Blanc Legend Night. What's going on, Dwight? How are you? 1 million EDT, 200 ml for $80. Worth it in 2023? Not really. All the flankers are better. I would say, I mean, if you've smelled it and you really like it, who am I to tell you to not buy it if you like it? For a 200 ml, that is a pretty good price, but I wouldn't look at it as it's still worth it in 2023. It comes down to, is it worth it to you? Do you like it? If the answer is yes, then it's up to you to spend the money, But personally, I would go with all of the flankers. Literally all of the flankers are better than the original to me. So I would pick any other. And look, I don't hate 1 million. I have a bottle. I like it. I wear it on occasion. Not often, but I do wear it on occasion just for the hell of it. But I do reach for Lucky and Privé. And so even the Cologne flanker more than I do the original 1 million. New fragrance world Amir collection called Opulentia. No, I haven't even heard of that one. I noticed KEDPs now at a good price. Is it really garbage or worth buying? No, it's not garbage at all. I don't think so. It is better than the Eau de Toilette. I would say that Roche Sloam is better than both. And Coach Open Road is better than both versions of K as well. It would be, for me, it'd be between Coach Open Road and, if I was to rank the four, because they all kind of fall in the same family, Roche Sloam, the most complex, best smelling of them, the deepest of the group, then Coach Open Road, then Dolce & Gabbana KEDP, then KEDT. That's the way, because they all four are kind of in the same family, though not identical to one another. The similarities fade more and more. Actually, the similarities get stronger as you go from the best to worse. So KEDT and EDP are obviously the closest. Then the closest to KEDP would be Open Road, but Open Road's much more peppery spiced. And then you get a lot more greenery on top of that with Roche Sloam. So that's how I would look at it. There's nothing wrong with KEDP. It's a solid fragrance. It performs well. It's decent. It's like a 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10 type of fragrance. It's good. It's very good. But it's not better to me than Coach Open Road or Roche Sloam. I would go with one of those over it, personally. Dolce & Gabbana the one or Bentley for men in the evenings. That's some great choices. What's going on, Dan? No, I have a decant. I'm not going to get a bottle because it's too redundant. It's actually right here. It's too redundant to the EDP. It's basically the EDP with a little bit of the spice of Boisset plus some booze. I have a decant right here. It's great. And if I didn't have the other two, yeah, I would get it. But I'm not getting it. It's too redundant for me. Never tried any of those. I like KDP. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's solid. Okay, noted. Scott, what's going on? Can't afford the name brand fragrances on a budget. 10-4. There's discount sites, and you can get them on a budget. How low is your budget? I have tons of videos for stuff like that. Definitely check them out. Tons and tons of videos. No, I actually have not. Wait, I take that back. Colonia Intensa, I smelled it duty free the other day. It didn't make me like it more than I love Pura, which I have. And what other one did I like more? I smelled a few Acqua di Parmas the other day. What was the other one that I really liked? Essenza, Colonia Essenza. That one I like more than Intensa. That was really good. Go-to juice, the main default pick is La Nuit de l'Homme Le Parfum. That's me and my wife's favorite pretty much on me. Lately, it's been more stronger with you stuff, but tried and true, good old faithful for me is La Nuit de l'Homme Le Parfum, the black bottle. Hez, good to see you. 112 viewers, 81 likes. Can we get over 100 likes? We're almost there. We're almost there. So we've been through 3 categories. We have 1 category left. We are 24 minutes in. I'm going to try to stretch it out a little bit longer. Chop it up here. I'm going to like Society. It's nothing like the others. That's what the note breakdown tells me. Seems like it's going to be a bit different. Can't smell Tarothi Blue. That is strange because it's pretty strong on my skin. Colonia Pura, I get right around average 5-6 hours, believe it or not, for being an eau de cologne. I have a bottle of it. It was one of my favorite pickups of last year. I'm going to be wearing that in the springtime as the weather starts to warm up a little bit more. Like when I get in the 65 to 70 degree Fahrenheit range around here, I'm gonna be reaching for it. It's literally right there. I can see it. I love that fragrance. That was a great pickup last year. That was a great. That's one of the better fresh citrus niche fragrances I own. It's really good. It's my favorite Acqua di Parma fragrance that I've smelled. Obviously, I haven't smelled even close to half of them, but I've smelled in the realm of smelled most of the Blue Mediterraneos. I did a bunch of Acqua di Parma sampling the other day at Duty Free. Probably a dozen fragrances from them, and it's definitely my favorite. Going on, boys. Hit that like. That's what I'm talking about. Noted. Scandal and Ultra Male for evening. So you like the sweet ones. You like the sweet ones. Those are both very sweet. Hey, I like sweet fragrances too. I get it. I'm not going to argue that point. That's some good options. 124 viewers, 89 likes. Can we get over 100 likes? Hit that thumbs up, guys. Bond number 9, Greenwich. I have not tried that one. Speaking of, I haven't wore bond9.com or Bleecker Street in a while. That's the only 2 bottles that I have from the brand. Haven't wore those in a while. So that's what I'm hearing. The bitter peach one, the oud wood one, I've heard they're good. They're pretty damn good. I think they have a Neroli Portofino one as well. Colonia Club, I do enjoy as well. I have a bottle of that. That's one of the 2 bottles of Acqua di Parma fragrances I have. Okay. Fragrance suggestion for a leather jacket. Well, I guess we're going into number 4 already because that is a perfect segue for the special occasion fragrance. Now, this would work great with a leather jacket. This is great for making a statement. This is a very strong, bold, and assertive, spicy leather tobacco. It is Zaharoff signature leather tobacco. I just couldn't reach for anything else when it came to the special occasion category. This is so stunning. This is so stunning. My God, is it stunning. Okay, so up top, you have some juicy plum that doesn't provide a lot of sweetness. It actually adds a little bit of a medicinal feel because it's a very taric, smoky smell. There's incense. There's this birch tar note at the top. You're going to get a bunch of warm spice. There's a leather accord and there's a suede accord. And you're going to get all of that in the top. There's a lot going on in the top. This is very punchy. This hits you in the nose. This is very in your face. It is strong. And then as it dries, it starts to get this earthy tobacco note that comes in. There's a honey note. There's a honey accord here that kind of coats and adds a kind of a moistening to the tobacco. Even though it's dark, rich, and earthy, there's this moist sweetness that kind of surrounds it and encapsulates it. There's a little bit of a oud wood smell to it, but it's more warm wood than any type of funk because there's a lot going on here. This stuff, it gets smoother and smoother as it dries, but it's definitely very much in your face. God, this stuff is so strong. And I don't do more than 3 sprays. No need. So good. If you're looking for a bad boy fragrance, as the leather jacket fragrances have been dubbed, or something that's just a great statement maker, you want a memorable scent profile for a special occasion, it was hard not to pick this one. It was so hard. There's samples available on the site now. There's a link below. The link will provide 10% off leather tobacco. Has been added, or was supposed to be added to the 10% off discount now that it's not, a fresh launch. Still technically the newest launch, but you can get the 2 ml samples as well as they have the 2 different size bottles. I know George is getting close to being sold out of this one. There's still some 2 ounces available. There's still some 4 ounces available, but people have been scooping these up quick, fast, super fast, and in a hurry. So good. At least get a sample and try this one. If you want in your face, you want a great statement maker for a special occasion, signature leather tobacco. It's pretty hard to beat right now. It's going to be one of the better releases of the year for sure. It's like I go live and Neeb text me. This happened on my last live stream too. Shout outs to Neeb. So let me text him back real quick.
You've got mail.
I'll put live again. Oh, man. Heard good things about that one. Okay, I'm way behind. Okay, here we go. So that's where we were for the last question. So I haven't really tried anything but from Bottega Veneta. I know the Pour Homme and the Extreme. Justin's got both. He's a big fan of both. I need to get my nose on them. They sound very appealing the way he speaks of them. So just got Le Male Le Parfum. Usually not a fan of sweet fragrances, but there's just something about that one. I have to agree. It's my favorite version of Le Male. It is fantastic. I guess you meant EDP, not ADP. It's okay. I'm kind of like where Randy's at with it, where it's my least favorite Y flanker. I guess you meant YSL Y Intense Eau de Parfum. Eau de Parfum Intense. I'm assuming that's what you meant. I can't really tell based on the way he typed it. That's what I'm thinking you meant. It's okay. It's decent. The opening's great. Dry down's kind of boring. It's just generic woody aromatic. Like Randy's feelings are exactly the way I felt about it. And I've wore it a few times now. It's okay. Okay, yeah, you retyped it. So there you go. There's my feelings. Way more than a leather jacket for its warrant being the entire cowhide. LOL. There you go. Saw Cuba show leather Tabac some love as well recently. Yeah, I know he's a big fan of it. I know he's big. Most people are. You know, I haven't really seen any negative feedback on it. It's a stunner. Acqua di Gio Profumo sin of the day. Saw Jeremy's post that it's discontinued, so it had to be true for sure now. He talks to the brands more than anybody else, so I'm not in with Armani Beauty or anything. So if anybody would know, he would know. I would assume, you know. Pulling the trigger on leather Tabac tomorrow. Tax refund deposited. So make sure to use my link. Save yourself 10%. When in doubt, you can always click my link tree. It's on all my socials. And you have to use the link to get the 10% off. The codes don't work anymore. No more codes. LOL, that Neve. Yeah, for real. Last week, cold enough to put the jacket. Hey, brother, how you doing? Sin of the day, Red Tobacco. Good to see you, Noah. Definitely my favorite in the line as well. YSL alarm system in collab with ADP. LOL. Yeah, seriously. Yeah. So that was all 4 categories. We covered it in 30 minutes. I was going to try to stretch it out a little bit more. I mean, we'll hang out for a few more minutes. You guys have any pertinent questions or anything like that? What did I wear? It's so long ago now. It was almost 13 years ago. Because November of 2010. Almost 13 years ago. A little over 12 years ago. I would say, I don't even remember. It's hard to, I'm trying to think back. I want to say I wore Tommy. If I remember correctly. I think I wore Tommy. I'll ask Armani and DM you later to let your followers know. Thank you, Jason. There's somebody that could definitely find the answer out. I appreciate that, Jason. Thank you. Le Male Le Parfum is great. My budget on fragrances, I tried to stay under $80. But you can get a ton of designers under $80. Ton of different designers. 1 Million Lucky. Excellent choice, John. Definitely an excellent choice. And then it was retracted right after. It's still here, but it's retracted on YouTube. So anybody have any exciting plans for this weekend? I myself don't really have anything lined up at the moment. I have live stream with Neeb tomorrow. We're going to be talking about all these decants, these cheap Middle Eastern fragrances that he sent me a bunch of decants of. We're going to be sniffing them live tomorrow night. 8 o'clock Central, later than I go live, but that's what works for him. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm trying to think. I'll probably do something during the day on Saturday as far as a live stream. I won't be going live on Friday. We're going to go out to dinner Friday night. So not going to be doing anything on Friday. And that's pretty much, I don't really have any big plans for the weekend aside from doing that live stream. Just the same old, weekend day. Weekend day is just day for me, Saturday and Sunday. A bunch of people still do. I still see a lot of Sin of the Day posts about it. Bleu de Chanel Parfum, the best Bleu de Chanel. Totally agree, sir. Versace blue jeans, Pink Floyd Planetarium show. Hey, there you go. I bet that's going to be a good time. Dark Side of the Moon. Excited for the exciting UFC cards coming in the next few months. Also, we got Jake Paul this weekend, LMAO. I'm curious on how that's going to go. I mean, everybody seems to hate Jake Paul. Get your money, man. I get why he does what he does. He makes money because of it. The persona makes money. Costco and Home Depot, Bed Bath & Beyond, if we have enough time. Sounds like quite the full weekend of running errands. Ministry of Oud Satin. I haven't wore that one in a little while. That's good stuff. Atlanta United soccer game Saturday with my son. Didn't notice it was only 3 days. I asked you about it. Yeah, it was literally 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago, the last live stream. I never go to it anyways. I never did go to it, so I'll be okay. I never go to the rodeo. So what I'm going to get you to do is after this live stream, which we're about to shut down here in a few minutes, go ahead and check out the video that's got it in the thumbnail from yesterday's video, and I'll give you my thoughts on it. Do me that favor. I prefer you go give me that view and that watch time if you don't mind, because it's literally yesterday's video. So, but I appreciate you asking. You had a chance to review? No, I haven't. It's right here too. It's literally right here. Yeah, I haven't opened that. I haven't taken the tape off of that one yet. It's still taped up the way he taped it. One EP because of performance. Any suggestions similar to great performance? I don't know. That's your skin, and it's not a terrible performer. People make things out to be worse than they actually are. It's not a bad performer. The kind of weak performance they say that people say they get, I get out of the eau de toilette. 4 or 5 hours. I get that out of the eau de toilette. The EDP performs better than people give it credit for, man. People cry about performance, man. A lot. Favorite gym fragrance? Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Blue. You Splash. I've always wanted to try that one. Earmuffs, Hez, you got it. Guess you never saw Old School. I mean, it's been a long time, but not to the point to where I'm worried about quotes. Thoughts on vintage Fendi Uomo? I don't hear much about it. I know I'm old school. I've never even tried it. No, I still haven't tried Green Lover yet either. I know Justin's a big fan of it for sure. He also had it in our spring cheapie list here on my channel that we did the other day. Depends on your climate. If you're in a warmer climate where it's warm most of the year, I would go with the original. If you have cooler weather, like you get you actually get a real winter, go with the Intense. The Intense smells better, performs better, because it's deeper, but the more versatile one's the original for sure. It's tough. It depends on where you live and your situation. I haven't tried that one. Fendi Uomo masterpiece in my opinion. I always put electric tape. Surprisingly, it's never failed me. Yeah, I noticed. It does work for sure. It always wraps it pretty well too. Except for the Eternal Oud that you sent, that one got soaked. That one was soaking wet when I pulled it out the package because it didn't have the black tape on it. You know, it didn't have the magic electrical tape on it. So 38 minutes. We'll go ahead and shut it down, guys. I mean, we covered everything I wanted to cover. We chopped it up for a little bit. I appreciate all of you for coming and join me. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, any of the questions that didn't get answered, you can always type TLTG and whatever you're looking for in the search bar. I more than likely have a video about it if it's something I've tried. So I've got 1,700 videos here on YouTube. So make sure you check out today's review. Check out yesterday's haul if you're curious on some of these newer releases. Randy sent me a couple of decants. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Yeah, have a good one.